from director Steven Konstanski, who did The Void, a horror movie that I really quite liked, comes PG, Psycho Goreman. And this movie was utter joy. I loved it from the opening scene onwards. We're introduced to two siblings, Mimi and Luke, who look rather young, maybe between the ages of, 10, 12, that kind of thing. And they are playing this twisted game of dodgeball that they have that's just incredibly fun. And they decide to, the loser has to be buried alive. So as they're digging a hole, which is about 6 feet deep, they stumble across this weird gem, pink gem. But then quickly take the gem, cover up the hole, and go back to their business. But unbeknownst to them, they've released a great intergalactic demon who is hell-bent on destroying everything. Psycho Goreman, the titular character of this one. But because of that pink gem that Mimi has picked up, he has to do whatever the kids say. So although he has a little bit of a scene where he gets to just decimate people in ridiculously gory fashion, ultimately you're at the whim of these two kids and made to do some ridiculously funny stuff throughout the movie, which is just great. Now, it's the tone of this one that really sells the film. It has this kid-centric characters who feel like genuine kids that you can enjoy their company. One of them is a little bit snarky, which I really kind of like. It's got this extreme gore within it, which is just horrible in certain places. It's got this tongue-in-cheek kind of narrative story that's incredibly fun, and it feels like you're watching something akin to Ultraman, Inframan, Power Rangers, those kind of things, with the bad guys and the heroes and the way it's all set up. But I loved how it constantly just kept making these things feel a little bit fresher than they had before. The effects and makeup are utterly wonderful. Psycho Goreman himself looks terrifying, and some of the things he does is just horrible. The supposed good guys look just as gnarly, and my favourite of them was the kind of skinless face within a jar, which is just a horrible visage, but just utterly wonderful for the movie. But the real heart of this thing is the kids, and they sell the movie amazingly well. The way they're around this grotesque elements are just funny. The way they kind of deal with Psycho Goreman is hilarious. He is constantly berating them, constantly telling them the horrible things that he's going to do to them, and they just don't care because they're kids. They just think it's funny. Even the name Psycho Goreman is something that they make up in the movie, and even getting to that is just a fun sequence. This is one of those smile-inducing movies that I know people are going to miss. You're just going to bypass this thing because it looks incredibly silly. It doesn't look that it's going to be as entertaining, to have as much fun characters as you get in this one, to have so many ridiculously amazing practical effects as this movie does. It's a marvel. It's hugely enjoyable, really exciting, and one that I already want to go back to, one that I want within my physical media collection. I love this thing, and I can't scream about it enough. Even thinking about it now, thinking about the face melting cop, thinking about the kid that gets turned into a brain and continues through the movie as this giant sized brain, to think of the way that Psycho Goreman deals with his history and when it's brought out throughout it. The larger story arc that's here between good versus evil, and are good people really good? Are evil people really evil? Is played out really well. Everything works incredibly well in this movie, and I urge you to go and check this one out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think it's one of the best things I've seen recently. Definitely one of the most fun and enjoyable movies that I've seen. I want to hear your opinion on this one. Come back and let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.